take stock of where you are right now. You guys, it seems like you're so close to bursting it open. I mean, there's a certain vibe there that's gotten a lot better, but you're just on that edge, but you can't seem to quite get through. Is that fair?
Yeah, I do think that is absolutely fair because we haven't broken that yet. But we're really close, and we're playing some excellent soccer, and we're doing it against really good opponents. We probably didn't understand how good Sporting Kansas City was before our two matches up. Before, Pittsburgh's a top team. Indy is clearly a top team. So, but I'll just give you an example. I mean, I was talking to a colleague of mine who was scouting our game yesterday, and basically what he said was like, wow, you guys play some beautiful soccer. And this is a scout at a higher level, just looking at the way that we do things. And, so we're right there. We have some, again, I keep talking about details, but our details, we need to get those better. I mean, I really felt like we didn't give Indy many chances, but the one time we didn't get matched up in the box, they scored. We got to eliminate that. We obviously need to finish more. We are creating really good chances. So we still have a lot of work to do, but a lot of the difficult things in our sport, we're doing at such a high level. I'm sure it's hard for fans to recognize it when the results don't go our way. But we are not a typical USL Championship team. We don't play a typical style. Certainly not, I referenced it after the game, it's not a conservative style. We're playing a team in Indy that is in first place, and rather than going for the draw, we're putting attacking players on. We're clearly going for the win, and that's because we believe in ourselves the way we do. And that isn't reflective right now of where we are in the standings, but clearly in terms of our performance and what we're capable, the quality we're able to play at, we're bullish about that.
Now, does it concern you with the number of shots that you had versus the number of goals you guys have scored?
Absolutely. But it's every time you go to fix one problem, you sometimes fix that problem and you go to something else. I think there was a game when we were playing St. Louis, and I remember a lot of the criticism was how many crosses we put into the box. And so in this past game, people are saying, hey, why didn't you cross the ball more? And so you can't win sometimes, but it also has to do with your opponent and your belief of how you feel you can break them down. Again, at the end of the day, it's just about conversion and execution. And we have not gotten that right. And we haven't gotten some key decisions. Like, we looked back at the game this morning with the team, and we have several attacking sequences that are purely beautiful. One touch, combination play. We get in a great position. We have a guy wide open, and we skip that pass, and we go for a shot. Or we had a turnover at the top of the box. Those are the things that if we fix going forward, and we can, those are things that we're very capable of doing. The thought is that you'll see us find the back of the net much more often. But it doesn't get easier. I mean, that's why this sport is the way it is. If you look at Indy, they had a couple goal line clearances where they had 3 defenders plus their goalkeeper on the goal line. That says a lot about their respect to us, and we'll have to do something differently to adjust to that next time we play them.
Yeah, last time we talked, you mentioned you wanted the guys to play loose. Did you kind of sense that a little bit against that Indy game, the way they came out firing, they were the aggressor, hoping that they kind of keep that going throughout this league and the rest of the season?
Yeah, I loved our start against Indy, and I think you saw all of those things. Where we have showed those in pieces along the way. I thought we did that excellent to really start the game and to put us on the front foot, to kind of control, get a goal. Probably should have gotten 2 or 3, but that doesn't happen, so we have to live with it. I think we're growing, we're getting better. We understand what we need to do, so we're very hopeful that that's going to be the case on Wednesday, although, again, against a very difficult opponent.
How do you think you guys can convert better in that final third on some of those scoring chances?
It goes back to what I said, it comes down to execution and ideas, and we're missing on that final pass a little bit. I'll give you, for instance, I don't know if you guys remember, but Ombi has one in the first half where he takes a shot from distance. It goes wide. It's a deflection. We get a corner kick out of it. But Corbin Bone is coming around him. It's called an overlap combination. And he is wide open. And if Ombi taps it to him, it's probably Corbin on goal. It doesn't mean we're going to get it, but Cam had missed, Ombi had come in, and Cam had missed on that same move. We just need more of those moves. And we certainly have the ability. We're being critical. We had a couple times where if we had what we call early service into the box, we would have been in an excellent position because of our numbers in the box. We didn't identify that enough. So again, we're trying to fix one area. We overcompensate in another, but that's part of the process of this game. And when you're a team like ours that will have a growth mindset and will get better and will analyze and be really reflective and be hard when we're really critical of ourselves, that's where you see growth. We've done it, since I've been here, and I'm confident that we're going to do it again.
Jimmy, this team obviously has struggled a bit to score goals. Does that put more pressure on you guys on defense to try to keep City in the game so that you can win?
With this league, I feel like it's always tough competition. So, that's our job, is to defend, and that's the way soccer goes. If we're not scoring in games, we believe we can. We just got to execute. So I just feel like we got to keep doing our job there, and we shouldn't have any more problems.
Going off that match with Indy 11, you guys draw with them. It's one of the better teams in the league and in the division. Does it give you a little bit of maybe confidence or motivation to say, like, you're still right there with every team in this?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's a good starting point for us. We did some great things last match, and we got to build off of that, keep the momentum going, and looking for 3 points on Wednesday.
You ever played for a team that has taken so many shots but just have not seen the results in goal?
Yeah, it definitely happens for sure. People go through streaks where they're doing everything else right, but something happens to go another way where we're not finding the back of the goal, but I believe we'll turn it around.
How much of this is like, I don't know what the correct expression is, but once the dike opens or whatever, that suddenly, when
the floodgates open?
Yeah, something like that. Do you feel that sense here that you guys are so close?
Yes, absolutely. I think we're getting a lot of chances, and especially last match we saw that, and I think once we get that first, second goal, I think they're going to start coming more and more for the rest of the season.
There's almost been a sense that things have worked against you guys, like, the karma's not there or whatever. That said, you guys have really not been that hurt. You're close to still the second place spot for the playoffs. How much does that motivate you that you just somehow just got to break through and it's going to be there for you?
Yeah, it shows that things are looking our way right now, and now we got to capitalize on every game from now on. We got to make the most of every moment, showing that even other results are going our way. And we're still in this, still plenty of games to play. So now we just got to keep gathering 3 points, one game at a time.
What are your memories from the last time you all played, split in KC, and you both split on series of that previously?
Yeah, they're a good team. We expect them to come out very similar to how they came out last match against them. So, we just got to stick to our game plan, stick to our system, and work hard these next 2 days and prepare to the best of our abilities.
How different is it preparing for an opponent that you've already seen twice?
It's not difficult. Because you know that they're going to want to change a little bit based off of how we played against them. But most coaches like to stick to their system regardless. So it's kind of they'll integrate a lot of the same aspects that they brought last game. So we just and we know that too. So it makes it a little bit easier for the familiarity with how they're going to play. So we'll see how it turns out.
Have you guys gotten into a groove yet with this kind of quirky schedule?
Yeah, I think so for sure. Things are starting to get somewhat normal again on our end, training-wise, games. But we have a lot of games coming up, so that's going to be a tough stretch with all the Wednesday, Saturday games. So it's definitely going to be tough. But I think mentally and physically we're prepared.
What was the toughest adjustment with all this, having to play these Wednesday games and
It's just a quick turnaround. I mean, just body recovery and all that. Just keep, eating right and take care of your bodies and mental state.
Look, you've got a lot of experience at this. Not saying you're old, but you've seen a lot of things. I mean, there's an equity in taking a lot of bullets. What's your take on this season so far, and what gives you hope that you're going to be able to break through?
What gives me hope is last year. Last season we were in a similar position where results weren't going our way. But when you have a group like we do, we've been together for a long time. You believe in each other. You know what we're capable of. You believe in each other. And so we haven't lost that belief. We've learned our lessons from last year. The results haven't gone our way, but we believe we're playing well. If we can continue to play well, then those results will turn themselves around.
In terms of confidence, though, that game against Indy, they were one of the better teams in the league and the best in the division. You guys are able to draw with them. Does it give you a little added motivation to know that you are, you can say, right there in the thick of things, and you can compete with them and can make it happen?
Yeah, definitely. I think not necessarily the result, but the way that we played, the mentality that we showed, guys working for each other, and then the quality came through definitely in both halves. We showed a lot of quality and togetherness and things that this team has built a lot of success off of.
Is it getting a little frustrating that you guys have taken so many shots but just haven't found the back of the goal yet?
Yeah, but that's the game. You give everything you have, and sometimes the game can be cruel. We're going to continue to give everything that we have, and we fully believe that the results will take care of themselves.
What are your memories from those last two matches against Sporting KC? You guys were able to split with them previously.
I'm sorry, what was the question?
What were your memories of the last time you all played Sporting KC in those?
Yeah, so we split. Obviously, the first game, hard-fought match. We won 1-0, but it was a good match on both sides. We were able to come away with that win, and then the second time, hard-fought match again. Only it went their way. Both times, good games. We were able to split 1-1, and so hopefully we'll be on the right side this time.
You've been with the club a long time. You've been an assistant coach. You have a unique perspective on all of this, and you've been in championships. How does this team compare to these last couple of years? What do you like about it? And to get where you want to go, what do you need to do to take the next step?
Yeah, I think we have to apply what we've learned. We've learned some tough lessons in the goals that we've conceded, and also not taking our opportunities. So to get to where we want to go, we definitely have to take advantage of those critical moments and getting clean sheets, but also putting our chances away.
You mentioned taking advantage. How can you guys be better in that final third and capitalizing on some of those scoring?
I think you take it game by game. You know that we're going to get opportunities, and it's just about being calm and composed in front of goal. It's tough to do. It's easier said than done. I think as pressure builds from game to game, it can be tough to be composed in front of goal. But right now, everybody, the mentality's there. Everybody's working for each other. I think that's the final step.
Kind of gauge the sense of urgency. You're 6 games down, you have 10 left. How does that change how you approach the last 30 years?
It definitely changes things naturally, but you try to keep the same approach and take it a game by game. Like I said, you don't want the pressure to build up and look at the last 6 games and then go out there and play like you have the pressure of the world on your shoulders. So we just take it game by game and try and get a result the next game.
The expectations here are different. You guys have set a bar nobody could have expected. That's an enormous compliment, but how do you all manage that? I mean, it's got to be, on one hand, really cool, on the other hand, people expect you to go out and win every time.
Right. It's been our approach that's led to that, and our approach is day by day, game by game. So we don't try to rest on what we've done here. We try to get after it every day, and that's what we're going to do today, and that'll lead into the game.